What exactly is a blood moon? It sounds ominous, like something pulled from a prophecy or a horror story. But in truth, it's a very real celestial event, known as a total lunar eclipse. Here's how it happens: the Earth moves directly between the Sun and the Moon. And when that happens, it casts a long, deep shadow across the lunar surface. The Moon doesn't disappear completely, it darkens. It glows. And not just any glow. A deep red. But why red? It's because of our atmosphere. As sunlight passes around the Earth, it gets scattered. The shorter blue wavelengths are filtered out, while the longer red ones bend and bleed around the edges of our planet. What remains is a haunting reddish hue, projected onto the Moon. The result? A celestial body bathed in blood-like light. To astronomers, it's a marvel of physics and geometry. To others, it's something more. Because across time, across continents, the appearance of a blood-red moon has stirred something ancient in humanity. A feeling. A warning. A sign. And it's not hard to understand why. Standing beneath a crimson sky, looking up at a moon unlike anything you've ever seen, something shifts inside you. You feel smaller. You feel watched. And you begin to wonder. Is this more than science? The blood moon hasn't always been explained by science. For thousands of years, it was seen as something divine, or dangerous. In Babylonia, when the moon turned red, royal astronomers believed it was a death omen for the king. To protect him, they would place a temporary puppet king on the throne, someone expendable, just until the danger passed. In ancient China, a different fear gripped the people. They believed a great dragon was devouring the moon. Families would gather outside, banging drums, gongs, and pots, trying to scare the beast away and save the moon from destruction. The Maya civilization, known for their advanced astronomy, saw eclipses as moments where the balance of the universe teetered. Rituals were paused. Ceremonies stopped. It was as if even the gods had to wait. In Norse mythology, it was the wolf Hati that chased the moon across the sky. When he caught it, the world would tremble, signaling the beginning of Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods. And in Christian scripture, the book of Joel warned, "The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord shall come." To our ancestors, this wasn't a coincidence. It was cause and effect. A celestial warning. A moment when heaven bled, because something terrible was coming. Do we still believe that today? Maybe not. But somewhere, deep in our collective memory, the blood moon still triggers unease. And maybe, that's for a reason. Whatever you believe, this event is real, and it's coming. On the night of October 17, 2025, a full lunar eclipse will paint the moon red for over an hour. It will begin just before midnight UTC and will be visible in much of the United States, the UK, Germany, France, Italy, the UAE, and other parts of Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa. If you live in these regions and the skies are clear, you'll see it with your naked eye. No telescope required. Find a dark area away from streetlights. Let your eyes adjust. Watch as the moon slowly dims, turning from silver to rust, and finally to blood. Want to photograph it? Use your phone's night mode. Lower the ISO. Focus manually for best results. But photography isn't the point. For just 1 hour, you have a chance to connect with something vast, something ancient. To stand under a sky that has stirred kings and warriors, priests and prophets. And for a moment, be part of it. Because when you look up that night, you won't be the only one watching. The world will fall quiet. The moon will bleed. And all you have to do is look. The blood moon fades, but it doesn't leave us unchanged. People around the world report strange emotions during and after a lunar eclipse. Dreams become vivid. Sleep feels disturbed. Some describe a sense of being watched, or touched by something they can't explain. It might just be coincidence. Or maybe, something ancient still speaks through the stars. Because shortly after the blood moon, the Orionid meteor shower begins, sending brilliant streaks of light through the night sky. And that's not all. Jupiter and Saturn, the two gas giants, will rise high above the horizon, brighter and closer than usual. Their alignment is rare. Their presence? Almost symbolic. Some say these patterns are meaningless. But across time, people have believed that when the sky performs, the earth listens. Animals may react strangely. Dogs barking at nothing. Birds abandoning flight. Silence falling in places that should be loud. And maybe, for a night, we feel something too. Something primal. So what happens after? That depends on you. Will you forget it? Will you scroll past it? Or will you remember the night when the moon bled? And everything felt different?